Episode 3 of The Penguin starts with a flashback focusing on Victor. We see his friends and family right before the dam explodes and floods the city. With the bombs going off, Victor is forced to watch from the rooftop as his family are killed at the hands of the maniacal Riddler. Back in the present, Victor contemplates what the play is with Sophia. The partnership that she and Oz has is tenuous at best, and Oz is well aware that things could go sour quickly. He knows a double cross is coming, and he's also chalked off Victor's duel fiasco too. To try and make things right, Oz tasks Victor with driving him and Sophia around that night. Oz teaches Victor to know his worth, and he's pretty taken aback when he's offered $1,000 a week as a starting salary. Oz heads into the other room to ring Sal, leaving Victor to try and handle Sophia, who knocks on the door. He's pretty jittery about seeing her, claiming he's a mechanic and fumbling his words more than usual. Sophia changes the game though and decides that Victor is not going with them. Whether she senses that he could be a problem is anyone's guess, and honestly, who knows what goes through Sophia's head. For now though, Oz and Sophia head out together just like old times. Oz is introduced to Trey Bloom here, a chemist that Sophia is working with. He's cooking up a very special product. These mushrooms they're growing are bleeding tooth fungi, which are a rare strain. The psychoactive compound inside gives a very different high. Although Sophia doesn't answer whether she's taken some here, she does confirm it later in the episode. She and the other inmates inside Arkham were given this drug to keep them docile and under control. The reason it's such a game changer is because en masse, it could be used to control the entirety of the drug trade and render other drugs moot. Whoever's in control of the drugs is inevitably in control of the city. Sophia's hidden deal isn't known to her family though, who want her out of Gotham sooner rather than later. She's given a plane ticket to jet out to Italy, and with Luca head of the family, they're going to lay low rather than fight back. And that's not something that goes over well with Sophia. While they discuss business, Victor speaks to his girlfriend, Graciela. We saw a little bit of her at the start of the episode, and it's clear that she and Victor were tight before the floods. With both their families now dead, she decided to branch out and dig herself out of Gotham. She's heading to California and wants Victor to join her. Victor contemplates doing so, but he doesn't think Oz would take this very well. Eventually, he hands over some cash to her and decides he's going to come too, if he can convince Oz to let him go, of course. The next day, Sophia and Penguin show up in Chinatown to see Link, a triad deputy who runs the clubs. They can't get directly to the Dai Lo, Feng Zhao, who will authorize a partnership, so this is the next best thing. They promote Bliss to him, the blood fungi, while also discussing the idea of a coup, or as they call it, a corporate restructure. The pair bluff their way into a deal, but Link wants phone confirmation from Johnny Vitti directly. Only then will the deal be on and they can set up a partnership with Zhao. Victor pays off the cops outside before trying, in vain, to broach the subject to Oz about leaving his operation. Oz brings up the hustle instead, unaware of Victor's confliction, sitting in a fancy restaurant and reporting how the world isn't set up for the American dream. It's tarnished, with those who want to get ahead needing to do so by any means necessary. Oz also tells Victor that his father would be proud of him. All of this is a little stopgap before the main event. Oz pays off Tina, Luca's wife, to sleep with Johnny Vitti, who's caught with his pants down by Sophia and Oz barging in. After a bit of light persuasion, Vitti makes the call and the pair flex in Zhao's club, using the ladies to distribute out Bliss. While the drug makes the rounds, Sophia is quick to stamp her authority and remind Oz that Sophia's name is bigger than his. She's the one brokering the deal and in charge here. While the deal goes ahead, with Sophia bringing up the benefits of Bliss, Victor struggles on the dance floor. He works as a bagman as requested, but he's also suffering from hallucinations back to the floods. He tries to calm himself down in the bathroom, but Oz soon catches wind of what's happening and calls him out for it. Victor is struggling, and he's taken aback when Oz gives him the chance to leave. In fact, he tells the kid that he has had ample opportunity to leave before, but he stayed because he wanted more from his life, more than what his father had. Victor leaves Oz and makes it all the way to the bus station, and then hesitates and watches as his girlfriend leaves. At the same time, Penguin speaks to Sophia outside and apologizes for screwing her over in the past. He knows he did wrong and that she went through hell inside Arkham, which we obviously saw in episode 2. Now, she and Penguin are aligned in their desire to have a better life. Oz doesn't regret what he's got so far with his little drop operation and the club, but he aspires to be more. They're both interrupted though by none other than Nadia Maroney, showing up with her goons. They all have guns and they've been watching Oz all this time. Victor shows just in time to see Sophia and Oz at gunpoint. Just like in episode 1, he comes crashing in with a car, only this time he's obviously driving. Oz bundles into the vehicle and they take off, leaving Sophia behind. "We're in it now, Vic, we're in it now," he says as they drive off, and a final shot lingers on Victor's bloodied face. The Penguin returns with another episode that continues Oz's operation, but also honing in on a different character and seeing their psyche and what's led them to this position. In episode 1, it was, of course, our titular character, while episode 2 looked at Sophia's torrid time inside Arkham. This time, we see Victor's struggles and his desire to try and become a better man. His confliction and PTSD are what drive his character, and it's clear that he's got a lot going on right now. However, he's made his decision and decided he wants to try and be great, and that includes aligning himself with Oz, for better or for worse. It's ironic that he chooses to do so by driving a car into the Maronis, which of course is not dissimilar to the car incident in episode 1 that saved Oz from Sophia's torture by driving into the Falcones. The episode has some really nice moments too, including a reflection of Sophia's lighter with Oz easily lighting her cigarette and Victor struggling to do the same thing. It indirectly shows how much Oz has grown and that he no longer fears Sophia, whereas Victor is still a rookie and has a lot to learn. It does look like shit is about to hit the fan in the next episode though, but so far the show has been a really solid watch, with great characterization and some great plotting, so it'll be intriguing to see where things go from here on out. Out of all the shows released in 2024, The Penguin might actually be one of the bigger surprises. Roll on next week. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.